EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the foot of the Rockies, just west of downtown Denver at Empower Field at Mile High. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Baltimore Ravens and the Denver Broncos. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
At their own 19-yard line.
Ready? 58, come on. Here we go. Check 31, check 31. Ready, go.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out. Calling a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12.
At the 17-yard line.
Let's go.
And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Let's go now. 60 out clock. Scene 6. Let's go. Here we got Mike.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down. He'll look to throw. He's going to go for a big play downfield. He's got him in, complete. And they're going to have this in a great spot way down in Baltimore territory. It's a big play there for the Broncos. 61 yards. A real field flipper there, as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. He'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
That's very well timed there defensively, because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here and 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
Pilot 64, weak.
Back to throw. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot of them.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. What's good on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now first and 10 at their own 17-yard line. Now a give right side. Rice. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down.
A good run there off right tackle in an old school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009-2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
So first and 10 now from the 30.
Under 10.
They'll try the left side. It's Rice. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Deuce. Check 26, check 26.
Now on second and 13, Jackson. He's going to fire one deep left. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. They'll get 34 yards there.
First down, Ravens.
We're ready. Let's go. Come on. Check me out. Out. Quick. He's checking. Cracks. Check. Fresno. Hurry.
Now a first carry for their fullback. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Well, he tried to bounce it outside, but that's obviously not his game. He's too much of a straight line runner.
Yeah, him in the outer third of the field, not a recipe for success. That time a loss. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. Towards the end zone for Brown. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Hollywood Marquise Brown with touchdown number 20 on the year as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. The kick is through the uprights to tie this game, but hang on a second. We do have a flag. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And as we see so frequently here in Colorado, that one over the end line, so it'll come out to the 25. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that? Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes, and just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
But that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
They'll call that a punt of 59 yards. Tough to do better than that. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5. Forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Now another timeout called for by the offense. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining.
Check, 47. Hey, we got to get this stop here, D.
This time Jackson will throw it. And he nearly got the first himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or 2 short. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down.
It's a gain of 8, but it brings up 4th down. That's the end of the first quarter, with the score tied 7-7.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. Here we go on 4th down with Jackson. That's caught by the former Sooner, Mark Andrews. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
On 1st down, Rice. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
He was brought down by Sheldon Redwell. A gain of 4.
Check 52.
From the 39, Jackson. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Bradley Chubb has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. On 3rd down, it's Rice. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much.
Big ass, big ass. Watch, watch, watch. Watch, twist.
They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that is going to be incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Broncos will take over on downs. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
Check 43.
At the Ravens' 48-yard line.
Leo. Any call, 132 fight.
Second and 3. Blitz coming, and down he goes. These strong safeties, some people may not realize it. It's really like an extra linebacker, right?
It really is, because they're hybrids. Half linebacker, half defensive back. The linebacker in him on that play emerged.
He's got his man on the crossing route. 18 big yards on that one, and a Denver first.
That crossing route is so effective when you hit it just right because you get a guy on the move, and then we see the end result there.
It's a nightmare for the defense. They got a guy with a full head of steam.
Not only does he catch it, but he picks up additional yardage after it.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 14. And the return will stop right around the 25. Keep in mind, he had the 3-interception game last week, so we requested to talk with him this week. He was all smiles. He's still all smile.
Yeah, and we didn't jinx him at all, did we?
No.
Because ordinarily that happens. Things fall off, but not in this case. I think a lot of it goes back to his technique. His ability to see the quarterback throw the ball while understanding where the receiver is running his route allows him to make a lot of plays on the football, and he's taking it away at a really high rate.
They'll run on first down. Rice. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That'll go down as a loss of 8, and it'll make this a 2nd and long. Here's Jackson to throw. Steps away. And now he's going to use his legs. Pretty nice gain on the scramble. Gets him 12 yards.
The best quarterbacks that ever played the game all wanted to blend in with their teammates and be one of the guys. But sometimes you got to take modesty and put it aside. You're the franchise quarterback, the face of the team, and the guy that leads them to victory. You have to get down and protect yourself and not take hits like that.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Now Jackson. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
On first down, nothing opening up really on the running play. Give him maybe a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Tackled by Bradley Chubb, the number 5 pick in the 2018 draft. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join, who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
We get slap happy up here sometimes. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. On 3rd down, Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
Now let's see how the offense still out there. They elect to go on 4th and 11. They'll indeed go for it with Jackson. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line.
A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the 47.
On 2nd and 11 now, Jackson. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. He wants it all for the end zone. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. A big play there. as the first half is winding down, and the Ravens have taken the lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing
under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. Second and long. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Out of the gun now on third down. Flush to his right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on fourth down. They'll throw now on the final play. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. They move, and they know it affects the defense, because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary, and I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open, probably because of his movement out of the pocket.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 46.
He's coming. We got Will. Check.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Rice. He'll get only a couple down to the 44. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still had the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. To throw is Jackson on 3rd down. Now he'll let this one go. Deep left sideline. And that'll be incomplete. Now they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty. And it's 4th down. The offense is going to stay out there. They've converted twice, failed once so far on fourth down. Let's see what's in store here. On fourth down, Jackson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Well, they were 2 for 3 on fourth down tries. Now they're unsuccessful. That brings them down to 50%.
But that's a percentage you have to feel pretty good about. You know, 2 for 2 for 3 before that. They finally get stopped again. That's okay. That's the type of team that'll keep pressing. In this situation, they'll continue to go for it.
Good starting position for the Broncos here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Now that sends them 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 42-yard line.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. They'll set up a throw. Airing it out for Hamilton. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 21. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say, maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
On 3rd down, Rice. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 11 at a Baltimore 1st down. Right back to him on 1st down. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. On 2nd down now, it's Rice. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5. The Broncos going dime. 2 extra defensive backs for 3rd down.
Playing pass all the way.
Jackson now. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. The offense staying out there. They're at 50%, 2 for 4 thus far in the game. What can they do here on 4th down? Escaping the pressure right. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And this is going to be incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Broncos are going to get the football back in great field position. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the Ravens' 47-yard line.
2nd and 11. Man open, he's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Now back to throw. Got a man. That's complete to Hamilton. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. They'll look to throw here. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. 1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7. But first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. Flushed out, and the Denver Broncos are in for 6.
And Brad, I think we have to look back at the big call to go for it on 4th down.
Yeah, that set up everything in the end result, the short touchdown run. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, I don't think every coach would have gone for it back there.
You and I both know every coach would not have gone for it back there. So that's showing a little bit of faith, actually showing a lot of faith in his team, and it was rewarded.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned it to 6 points. So they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
That 2nd down play nets a -4.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time. Hit from behind, and he's going to be driven down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
This is taken at the 23. A big boot that time. 57 yards, the official distance. And it'll be 1st and 10 Broncos from deep in their own territory. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown. Now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
It's a pickup of 3.
That 1st down completion only netted them 3. 2nd and 7. Here's a 2nd and 7. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. The Broncos on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. He'll look to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And he will not get all the way home, but he will take this back down to about the 2-yard line. And that pick just sets him up beautifully right down near the goal line.
I remember being in a defensive meeting back when I was in college.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. A great play there with touchdown number 12 on the year. And they're able to break the tie and move out in front here in this 4th quarter. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. 2nd and 10. Buying time to his left. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Sione Takitaki able to take him down. It's a loss of 3. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 35. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. Agreed, that's twice now in this 4th quarter.
As a quarterback, a lot of times you think it's all on you to make plays when you're losing. And here, the play's not there, but he throws it anyway.
Well, he tried to pitch it, and the ball's loose. It's picked up by the Broncos. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line.
I know when you're looking at the scoreboard clock, we're getting near the end of this game. But they were in what was really called 4-minute offense. And that's practice, being taking care of the football, taking time off the clock, not giving them a chance to come back. But bottom line is,
and he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. He'll look to throw. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And he'll be brought down at his own 10-yard line. Johnson was the intended receiver. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what...
And this will be caught at the 30. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Marquise Brown, his 21st touchdown of the season as the Ravens push further out in front. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Deshaun Hamilton, the intended receiver, but it's going to be 2nd down. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. They'll set up to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Bobby Wagner able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Bronco football as we get your reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. Topper!
Looking to throw. Complete. It's Johnson. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. They get 13, but it's not nearly enough. And it'll be 4th down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Back to throw here. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Watch time. Tight end. We got three, fellas. We got three.
Oh, Jackson's going to throw it. This will be caught by Brown. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. And a nice gain at 21 yards.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, 4th quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Duke Dawson picks it. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you think maybe you're just sitting on and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 17 yards for the Broncos there as they've got themselves a first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23.
Come on. Show it.
They're going to look to throw. And the pressure gets to him again.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say. When you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And this is dropped and incomplete. Well, there's a metaphor for how this one is gone as time has run out on this ball game. Well, Charles, it's great to win at home in the NFL. When you win on the road, it's a little extra special, isn't it?
It is because, let's face it, in most cases, you're not expected to go on the road and win in the National Football League. It just doesn't usually compute. So to get out there, get that done, and then head back to your city with one in your